Hi guys, welcome to my channel Happy High Tarot. In today's pickacard reading, we will find out what blessings are you attracting in your career. So we'll take a look at some overall themes and then break down the reading subgroup wise for students, for people who are employed somewhere, for the ones who are unemployed, and then lastly for freelancers and business owners. So you can see an image on your screen right now. You have three options to choose from. Please feel free to pause the video over here, meditate on all your options, pick whichever one calls out to you the most. You'll find the timestamps in the pinned comment as well as in the description box below. So make your choice and let's get started. Hi Group 1, if you guys picked the first image, we will take a look at some overall themes for the blessings that you're attracting in your career, and then using the tarot cards. Okay, we'll take a look at the charms also after that, and then using the tarot cards, we'll find out some more information for students, for people who are currently employed somewhere, for the ones who are unemployed, and then for freelancers and business owners. So, what blessings is Group 1 attracting, Spirit, in their career? What blessings is Group 1 attracting? Any months of significance they need to look out for? Okay, let's find out Group 1. I'll keep the months aside for now. So we have Dragon, which says beware of self-delusion. Weeping Willow, family sorrow. Goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Wow, so we're asking about blessings in career, and you have a card that says there will be an increase in your material wealth. Then we have Man, which says dealings or relationship with a man. Lobster, that says financial pinch. Interestingly enough, it's right underneath family sorrow. And we have Bird Flying, which says news is on the way, which is underneath increase in material wealth. All right. Wow. So Group 1, most of you have chosen this pile today. There is a huge possibility that you are the primary breadwinner of your family, and there is a lot of responsibility on you. And under no circumstances do you want to put your family or your family's lifestyle or the combined wealth of everyone in jeopardy, even though it's very clear over here that whatever it is that you're doing right now, whether you're studying something, whether you're working for someone else or for yourself, it seems as if you're not happy, but your emotions simply don't matter to you right now. So what I'm hearing is that you're so afraid of leaving whatever it is that you're doing right now just because you think it might upset your family, that even though you're most likely earning breadcrumbs and you're not even happy with it, you're going on telling yourself this false narrative over and over and over again that, oh, but this is the only choice that I have. This is the only thing that I have to do. Now, the blessing that's coming in your career, and it's a much needed blessing because someone like you who so selflessly is doing so much for your family and for your relatives and whatnot, you deserve to have a career that can make you happy. You deserve to make money out of something that gives you pure happiness. And one such opportunity is what's coming your way. Now, we do have Man over here with Bird Flying, so it's quite possible that this news about a very good financial opportunity can come your way through a man. This man might be someone you currently work with, this man might be a friend of yours, this man might be your partner. It might also be a man who has in general put out an advertisement either on social media, let's say whether it's LinkedIn or Instagram or wherever. And so that's how you find out about it. But for most of you, I think it's going to be an indirect way through which you get to know about this opportunity. Now, if you grab this chance and I'm being told that there is a possibility that because of this new opportunity, especially for those of you who are in the service sector, you might have to move away from your family because of it. You might have to swim and travel elsewhere, which is not related to where your family's roots are. And that is where you might have to go for this work opportunity. And even though it will give momentary sadness to your family because you'll be moving away, this move of yours will bring all of you out of the harsh circumstances in which you guys are right now. Yes, you're slogging your ass off, you're doing as much as you can, but perhaps it is still not enough. But this goldfish over here, this is your golden ticket to the chocolate factory. This is your golden chance to get out of those circumstances. And so you should take it. Now, here's the thing, because it says beware of self-delusion and financial pinch and all these things, and with flying over here, the move might be big. You might be required to relocate to a different city or a different state altogether. And for a few of you, you might be required to relocate to a different country, perhaps. Because of fear, you might get these voices inside your head telling you, what's the guarantee that this move will be good for me? What if it turns out to be even bad? And not only will I be away from my family, I'll be out there doing something that isn't giving me as much as I thought it will, and I'm just sacrificing everything for what? I don't even know if I'll get anything substantial out of it or not. But this is all your fear that'll be trying to hold you back. And using the fire within, you will have to fight those demons. You will have to fight those voices inside your head, and you should take this opportunity. Because like I said, this news, this opportunity has every element in it that can not just do good for you, but for all the other people who are dependent on you, whether it's your family, your spouse, your kids, whatnot. Now let's take a look at the months of significance for you over here. And we have July and October. And notice how in October the leaves are falling apart, falling down, I mean. And then in July there are these waves of prosperity and abundance, and it almost seems like the sun is coming up, the sun is rising. The period, we are in October right now, yeah. So the period between October 2023 to July 2024 might be very transformative for you. And by the time you reach the July 2024 window, you would have come a long way from where you are right now in terms of your career and finances. This news, in fact, of a good opportunity might also come to most of you in October itself. Otherwise, it can come in July also. Or it might happen that the news comes to you in October, and then the process of relocation and all those things, getting a passport or documents and all those things start. And then by the time July comes, you've already relocated and you've started working there. So that's also possible. Okay, let's take a look at your dice now, and then we will move on to the tarot cards. Some sort of justice is going to take place with you right now. Right now, the scales aren't balanced. You're either working at a job wherein you're not getting the kind of money that you deserve for the work that you're putting in, you're not getting the kind of recognition and reward that you deserve. All of that is about to change. Even if you're a business owner or even if you are a freelancer, you're not getting as many clients or that kind of reach that maybe you're hoping for. So that's about to change. Now, we do have this flashlight over here as well as the light bulb. So definitely this is indicating towards brighter times ahead for you. But in terms of the news also that we were channeling earlier, it's like some of you will spot it on your own, and that might be like your aha moment that, I mean, it is worth giving a chance once you've slayed the demons, of course. And then for the rest of you, someone might, it's like you're standing in a very dark room, and then someone comes with a flashlight and helps you to see where you're standing and see the path ahead. So this might be that man that we were talking about earlier who might inform you about the news. This in general is a very, very fruitful time for you. Whatever manifestations you're doing for your career, and if you're not, you most definitely should, especially between October to July, because that can give you very, very good results. In fact, something that you have been manifesting, especially if it was an increase in your finances or an opportunity to find a stable job or anything else, or even an opportunity to expand more in your business, all of that is coming to fruition. If you are a freelancer or a business owner, your reach, your fame, your popularity in your field is increasing. There are more people taking notice of you, more people taking notice of your work. Let's say that if you have an Etsy shop, that might blow up. Suddenly you're getting a lot of orders. Let's say that if you have a YouTube channel, it's suddenly blowing up. Some online content of yours is going viral. It's also possible with the flashlight and the eye over here that someone that you've worked for and you did a really nice job, they are then recommending you to other people. So that's how more and more people are noticing you. Doors are getting unlocked for you, new opportunities are opening up for you. So indeed, it is a very, very fruitful time for you, group one. And I also love how we have, wow, the energy of love over here, basically, because this tells me that the doors that are unlocking for you, which are going to bring you fame, prosperity, equality, justice, sorry, all those things, they're all going to come through a medium, through a field that you love, something that you're passionate about, perhaps something that you'd always wanted to pursue, but you thought that you don't have it in you, or you thought that, you saw other people living that dream life, you saw other people living your dream life from a distance. You never really thought that something like that can happen with you, but lo and behold, it will. You just need to keep an eye out. So let's say that you're not happy with your job, so keep an eye out for job postings. This will be a very good time for you to start networking. Also, this is a bit of a guidance over here for you as well. Whatever opportunities you get to know about, do not dismiss them without even finding out the details of it. All right, so whether it's this man that's coming up to you with some opportunity, or however else you find out about it, do not be too quick to dismiss it and say that, oh no, no, I don't want to do it, I can't do it. At least find out more about it. All right, let me just push this up a little bit and let's get to your tarot cards. First, I'll ask what blessings are the students in this group today, if any, attracting. What blessings are the students in group one attracting spirit? Blessings are the students in group one attracting. There's a realization that's coming your way, the students in group one. It seems like you guys have been at the back of a particular exam or something, especially if it's a competitive exam. You've given it many, many times. You're obviously not happy with whatever subject or field this is. But, and this is a very specific message, it's not your dream that you're living right now. It has been handed over to you by some parent. So let's say your mother or your father wanted to become a doctor, but they could never become a doctor. So ever since you were growing up, you had been told that, oh, you have to become a doctor, and that's the only way for you. That's the only thing that you can think about. So you said yes, and you started studying medicine. You got into med school. But then when you did get into med school, you realized that you do not like it at all. At all. The professors might be really good. Your fellow students might be amazing. And it's not like you don't understand what's being taught, but you're just not happy. So the blessing that's coming for you with the presence of the Empress next to the Five of Cups is that you will be blossoming into your own self. You will be discovering something that you genuinely like, and something that, by the way, is very, very, this is a very fertile energy over here, with the Empress. So whatever this is, whatever this passion is, or this new skill or hobby that you've unlocked or discovered, if you decide to pursue a full-time career in it, you will not be disappointed. In fact, it'll give you much more satisfaction, both emotional and material, as compared to what you might have gotten had you actually gone through with the whole doctor thing, which was an example, by the way. Okay, now let's see what blessings are coming for those of you who currently have a job. What blessings are the people who currently have a job? So we have the Queen of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. So the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords. So this is a new opportunity for sure, something that's going to give you immense emotional satisfaction. With the Page of Pentacles over here, chances are that when you take this job offer, at that time, at the time of signing the contract or whatever, the salary, the compensation might not be that great as much as you're expecting, but it will grow. It'll be very stable. This will be that job from which, in fact, a lot of you might even retire eventually. And it'll be a risk nonetheless. In fact, it seems like to grow, you will have to go, you will have to move, you will have to keep moving with that, with the momentum that's coming in towards you. So you'll have to be mindful about it. A lot of you might also get a chance to prove yourselves a bit more in the job where you're currently working. So more responsibilities, a position of leadership also from the Page to the Queen, all of that is also possible. But for sure, and especially because we did have all of this wallowing energy initially, you will be in a very happy and peaceful state of mind going ahead in your job, whether it is your current job or for most of you, like we've seen with the Ace of Swords, if it's a new job, there also you'll be much more happier. And again, with the presence of the Page of Pentacles over here to the Queen, some man might inform you about this opportunity, about this job. Another very important message that I just received for you guys is that even when you're accepting the opportunity, you might feel like, okay, it's better, but it's not that great. But the depth of the goodness of this new opportunity, you'll only understand when you actually join that organization, when you actually start interacting on a daily basis with the people over there. That is when you'll realize that I thought that it was just a pond of goodness, but it's a huge ass lake or an ocean of never ending goodness that I've chanced upon. Okay, let's see now for those of you who are unemployed. So we have the Three of Swords. And the King of Wands right after that. That's great. Bottom of the deck is the Chariot. So for those of you who are unemployed, a change is happening, and it's happening sooner rather than later. Right now, you guys are not in a good space at all, as evident over here with the Three of Swords. But then look how the energy changes drastically to the King of Wands. He's dynamic, he's confident, he's got what he needs. He has everything, and he's standing in his power. There are people rooting for him. He knows who he is and what he brings to the table. So definitely you guys will not remain unemployed for a very long time now. Things are going to shift for you. I'm noticing how there is a chameleon over here. So for sure, times are changing for you. In fact, the month of July might be very important for those of you who are unemployed. Between March to July of next year, you might get a very good employment opportunity. I'm getting a very specific message for you guys. Someone will take a chance on you. So you might not have the necessary qualifications, but because you have good experience and because you are demonstrating that passion for learning while on the job, whoever your new employer is, they'll take a chance with you. They will want you to prove to them that they have made the right decision by giving you the job. And with the King of Wands over here, for sure, you will not disappoint them, which is great. Okay, now let's ask about the ones who are freelancing or are business owners. So we have the Seven of Cups. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is nice. Bottom of the deck for you guys is the Wheel of Fortune. So definitely your luck, your fortune is about to shine bright on you, business owners and freelancers. Because things weren't going so well up until now for you guys, people perhaps try to tell you that, oh, you should look for a job, or you should do this, or you should do that. But know for a fact, with the Nine of Pentacles over here, that solitary professions such as freelancing or whatever business it is that you have, especially if you're doing everything by yourself, you are on the right path, and this is precisely what's going to give you success. And I see you getting that over here. For you also, the month of July might be very, very significant. With the Seven of Cups over here, definitely I'm seeing for you in your future more growth, more clientele, more reach. And you have so much money. You're so abundant over here. All of this green with the positivity, with the prosperity. Look how happy you seem over here. You've got no worries. Right now, you're so tensed about the future of your career, freelancers and business owners, that very mindlessly you're deciding, should I do this, should I do that, maybe I should get this degree, maybe I should try out that thing. You needn't bother yourself with any of that, because things are looking up for you. And with the 7 to the 9 over here, for sure, the money that you make is also about to increase. You might get more sources of income. So, and whether it's an increase in clientele, whether it is through collaborations, whatever else it might be. But you are getting to a point in your life wherein you'll have enough money to not just look after your own needs, but also cater to the needs of your family without it pinching your pockets. All right, so these are all the messages that I have for you right now, group 1. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. If this reading resonated with you, you can connect with me for a personal reading. Make sure to follow me on Instagram for more such readings. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi group 2, if you guys chose the second image, we will take a look at some overall blessings right now for this group. Then we will take a look at your charms, and then using the tarot cards, we will divide the blessings into the blessings for students, for the ones who are currently unemployed, for the ones who have a job, and for the ones who are freelancers or business owners. Alright, so what blessings is group 2 attracting in their career, Spirit? What blessings is group 2 attracting in their career? What blessings is group 2 attracting in their career? What blessings is group 2 attracting in their career? What blessings is group 2 attracting in their career? What blessings is group 2 attracting in their career? Please give me some months of significance. Please give me some months of significance. Alright. Let's see what we have for you. These are going to be some months of significance for you, which we'll take a look at later on. So we have Eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. Awesome. Then we have Crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. We have Haystack, karma, you will reap what you have sown. Ring, a marriage will take place, either romantic or business. We have Fair Woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, grey or white hair. And we have Fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Enterprise, business and business. So there is a possibility that today most of you who've chosen group 2 are business owners or freelancers or people who want to start their own business. But of course, not all of you have to be that, and you can still stick around if you do not fit into that category. So let's see. The first message for you over here is so beautiful with the eagle, that whatever obstacles or hardships or even stagnation for that matter that you're facing in your career at the moment, even if you're a student and the stagnation is in terms of you not knowing what it is that you need to do next, all of that is going to dissipate. You are going to overcome those challenges, overcome those blockages. chances are that a woman might give you some much needed direction in your life. So let's say that if you are a confused student, a woman, whether she's your guidance counselor, whether she's your mother, your sister, some cousin of yours, some friend of yours, this woman, she might tell you what options you can possibly explore. And she might be some woman who's a tarot reader also, or an astrologer for that matter. And she might give you good guidance regarding what possible options can you explore, which will give you some much needed clarity. With ring and fair woman over here, and this is for those of you who are looking to start your own business, you might come across a woman who is very willing to get into a partnership with you. You know, your mind, her money, or her mind and your money, or whatever it might be, equal partnership of you both. And whatever this is, it'll be very, very fruitful for the both of you. You both are going to benefit immensely out of it. In fact, for most of you, this will be your first time doing something like this. Who knows, this woman, for a lot of you, she might be a venture capitalist, she might be an angel investor. You pitch your idea to her, she loves it, and she gives you the money that you need, she gives you the resources that you need, and then there is just no looking back from that point on. I'm also being told that for those of you who are working somewhere right now, if you have a job, this fair woman might be either a new entrant in your office, or she might be someone at the leadership level who takes notice of you and your work. She likes what she sees, and so she elevates your status and your compensation in the company. She gives you an opportunity to work more closely with her. And of course, if you get an opportunity to, especially if you're at the grassroots level and you get an opportunity to work with someone who's at the leadership level, like the top tier perhaps, it's going to give you a lot of, it's immensely going to boost your status within the organization. It's going to do you a whole lot of good. So I see that happening. I can see that regardless of whether you are in a job or whether you have a business of your own right now, or you have the aspiration of being a business owner, the good news is over here with Fox that you already have the kind of acumen, like as we say, business acumen, that's needed to not just start, but also to run a successful enterprise, to run a successful business. And there might be a lot of people who might think that it's going to be a big risk if you decide to switch from your job to a business. But two things. A, they might not know that you have this business acumen, that you were a born entrepreneur. And they might also not know that it's not like you will be crash landing. You have a proper vision, you have a plan in place. Now, this does say over here, karma, you will reap what you have sown. But in your case, because all the cards are so positive, this definitely over here is good karma. All right? All the good karma that you have accumulated so far, not just in this life, but perhaps from your past lives also, wherein you were resourceful for other people, you helped other people, you were very selfless, you went out of your way to help people as much as you could. All of that good karma is now coming back to you. Maybe it is a result of this good karma of yours that you're getting in contact with the right people, you're getting the right opportunities. Wow. So I just received a very important message for you, group 2. You will be at the right place. You will be in the right place at the right time. And something of great significance is going to happen there. So the example that's being given to me is that let's say that tomorrow at 11 a.m. you're at a coffee shop. You might not think anything of it. It's nothing sort of a pit stop for you, maybe because you're on a shopping spree and you're getting, you could use a coffee, so you're there. But then there's someone sitting at the next table and you hear them talking about things that you are interested in, and you chime in, and they love the ideas that you're giving, so they ask you if they can rope you in. And then before you know it, a chance encounter with a stranger has turned into a full-on pitch that you're giving to someone at a coffee shop. So in a very serendipitous manner, something big might happen with you. Group 2. I'm very excited for you. Now, for a lot of you, especially for those of you who are on the verge of getting married, there is a huge possibility that whoever your future spouse is, that individual is going to play a very crucial role in the betterment of your career. They might give you the kind of, let's say, technological help that you need, or they might invest in your business, or they might have a very good network that can help you with the right kind of placements, whatever it might be. But for a few of you, your marriage is going to be very helpful for your career as well. If you are pregnant right now, or if you are planning to get pregnant, then there is also a possibility that your baby will prove to be very lucky for you. So as soon as you've conceived your child, you will start noticing growth in your career. Now let's see what are your months of significance. So we have March and we have August. All right. So if you're watching this reading now when it's being uploaded, and well, it's a timeless reading in any case, but the period of March 2024 to August 2024 is going to be very, very abundant and fruitful for you. Whatever this new association is, whether it's a marriage, whether it's a business partnership, whether it is a new job, whether it is you getting clarity in terms of where to go next in your career, all of that might happen in March 2024 or around that time. And then by the time you've entered August 2024, you already experiencing all of that lush abundance and prosperity. So look out for these 2 months. Some of you have gotten married in August 2023, or you conceived in August 2023. So in that case, March 2024 onwards is going to be very good for you. Maybe your baby is due in March or due in August, or you'll be getting married in one of these months. All right, let's take a look at your charms now, and then we will move on to your tarot cards. I love this. Right now, it's not like, I mean, you might think that there's stagnation. You might think that you've hit a point in your career where things are simply not progressing. But Spirit wants you to know that even though it seems like there has been no movement, there has been movement. It's just that because the pace has been so slow, you're not able to truly appreciate it, and it feels like not much has happened at all. So yeah, definitely right now you're not satisfied with where you are, but all of that is about to change. It's like you will be coming out of this slumber, so to speak. Imagine yourself sleeping inside a tent. You did not like what was happening outside, so you're like, you know what, I don't even want to associate myself with all those campfire stories right now. I'd rather just sleep. But then when you wake up and you go outside, it is so serene. You feel at one with God. It's like you cannot even put it into words. That's how great it is going to be. For sure, it's like, you've been working towards something, the pace has been slow, so you're not sure whether you'll get any rewards or not. But that pot of gold at the end of a rainbow is about to be yours. And whatever support you need for it, whether it is someone investing their money in it or someone giving you guidance, that is coming your way. And look at this. Started as a turtle and now you're a dragon. Of course, there's a difference in their speeds also. So for sure, the pace with which your career has been progressing, that is also about to change a lot. It does seem like there is going to be a tower moment that you will be encountering in your career soon, but it's not a bad thing. In fact, whatever this tower moment is, this is basically what is going to propel this much needed change, the positive change in your career. So it's not bad. Like, there's no need for you to dread whatever this tower moment it is. In fact, it fell out like this, so it might just be an internal shift also. Like getting a sudden burst of inspiration, or just getting some very important download in your sleep, or just maybe realizing what changes there are that you can make in your career for your betterment. All right, now using the tarot cards, first let's ask about the students in this group, if any. What blessings are they attracting in their career? Spirit, what blessings are the students in group attracting? We have the Ten of Swords. What blessings are the students in group attracting in their career? And we have the Hermit. So, for sure, first of all, with the Ten of Swords over here, the students in this group, you are closing out a very, very difficult and tough cycle. Maybe the college or school in which you guys are right now, you don't really have a lot of good company around you, or you're not liking what you're studying. Everybody has decided what they want to do next as soon as they step out of school, but you are very clueless. So with the Hermit card, by the way, a lot of you might take a gap year, and that might be something because of which people point fingers. They ask you, what's the need for taking a gap year, and why are you doing this and doing that? But it's needed. Now, a gap year as such, like I said, isn't needed for all the students, but yes, definitely some clarity regarding where do I go next is needed. And maybe that is where this fair woman, or any advisor for that matter, like I said, whether it's a counselor, whether it's someone whom you rely on, whether it is some tarot reader, some astrologer, whoever, just someone who can help you understand how you are feeling and what it is that you want, or where your success lies. That is going to happen. So you are going to get the right guidance at the right time, because of which you will get that much needed clarity regarding what is it that you want to do next. And when you start working on that thing, when you change your course, when you change that direction, you will definitely come out of this energy over here with the Ten of Swords. Bottom of the deck for you is the King of Cups. So for sure, you will be coming out of this period of hopelessness and moving to a period of happiness post getting this guidance. Now let's ask about the ones who have a job right now, who are in the service sector. So we have the Six of Pentacles. And we have the Two of Pentacles. And bottom of the deck is Seven of Wands. So multiple messages for this section of people. First of all, if there are certain elements in your office who are bitching about you, if there's office politics and all going on, know that you are receiving a lot of protection. So whoever these people are, the ones that are gossiping about you, the ones that backbite about you, the ones that are trying to pull you down, they will not be able to do any of those things. None of those people will be able to harm you. Another good thing over here with the Six of Pentacles is that there might be an increase in your salary compensation. With the Six of Pentacles over here in Fair Woman, you might get an opportunity to work very closely with a top tier person in your organization for sure. With Two of Pentacles, you'll be given more responsibilities, but if they are increasing your responsibilities, they will increase your compensation also. They might give you, I'm being told, and this is a specific message, you might be given independent charge of something. You might be given independent charge of a department, independent charge of some important projects for that matter. And a lot of you might also get a second source of income. So let's say Monday to Friday, you have a 9 to 5, and then on weekends you're getting a second, like another opportunity to make money. So that's also possible over here with the Two of Pentacles. Now let's ask about the ones who are currently unemployed. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. And we have the Fool as the bottom of the deck. There's a very important message that I've received for this section. It's almost as the spirit is calling you out. And again, please don't shoot the messenger. It seems like you are between jobs a lot. And the reason why that happens is because you do not give yourself the chance to stick around and see what happens if you stay. You tend to get bored very easily. And the minute things are less than exciting, you're looking for the next thing to do. You start applying for the next job. So the good news over here with the Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles is that you will get a new job. It can take some time because both these cards are very slow moving energies. So it makes sense then why we're in October and the months of March and August have come out. So you might get a new job within this bracket over here. Not for all of you, but for most of you, yes. But when that happens, you're being advised to let down your roots, to allow yourself to grow in whatever that business or whatever that organization is, and not immediately start looking for some other job. Don't do that, because if you do that, like you will be a nomad in the sense of like jobs. So if you want to make good money and if you want to gain prosperity, know that it isn't impossible. It's highly possible. It's just that you need to make a switch within yourself in order for that to happen. You have to be patient with yourself. You have to be patient with your work. Maybe you're the kind of person who gets flustered very easily, or who starts panicking very easily if you're not able to understand something, or if you're given a lot of work to do and you think that, oh, I won't be able to do it and it'll always be like this, so I'd rather leave. Do not make that mistake. Be patient with the organization, with the people, with the roles and responsibilities, and most importantly, with yourself, and see the magic unfold. Okay, and now let's ask about the freelancers and business owners. Spirit, what blessings are the freelancers and business owners? We have the Six of Swords. What blessings are the freelancers and business owners? And we have the Ten of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles. So the freelancers and business owners are in for a good amount of money. Oh guys, the first message over here was triumph over troubles and obstacles, and you have the Six of Swords over here. So it does seem like the freelancers and business owners were going through a bit of a rough patch or a stagnant phase in their work. All of that is about to change. In fact, it might change as soon as the next 6 weeks. We have 10 over here and we're in October, so things might start looking up from October itself. Otherwise around November or December. It does seem like over here, apart from, of course, the biggest blessing being you overcoming this period of stagnation and not getting the kind of growth that you've been hoping to get, with the Ten of Pentacles over here, and because we did get the message of your spouse being of a great support for you, this might especially be for the freelancers and business owners with the Ten of Pentacles over here, that once you get married or once you have a child, you will start noticing drastic growth and improvement in your career. But depending upon your age or your goals in life right now, if that's not something that you know for a fact is not going to happen anytime soon, marriage or kids, then also with the Ten of Pentacles over here, it does seem like you will be coming in contact with people who will prove to be very resourceful for you, very helpful for you. These can be the kind of clients who appreciate you within their family or their friend circle. So that's how you get more business. It's also possible that you might find someone who keeps coming back to you, whether you're a freelancer or a business owner. And definitely with the Ten of Pentacles over here, and because we had the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, the money that you make from your freelancing or from your business is going to increase drastically. In fact, within the next 10 months, it's quite possible that your income might even double up. If you've been planning to buy a house of your own, that might happen within this period, freelancers and business owners. Alright, so these are all the messages that I have for you right now, group 2. If this reading resonated with you, you can connect with me for a personal reading. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Make sure to follow me on Instagram for more tarot readings. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi Group 3, if you guys chose the third image, first we'll take a look at some overall themes for the blessings that you're going to attract in your career. Then we'll take a look at your charms, and then finally through the tarot cards we'll take a look at some specific message for the students in this group today, for the ones who are unemployed, for freelancers and business owners, and for the people who are in the service sector who have a job. Alright, so what blessings is Group 3 attracting in their career, Spirit? Blessings is Group 3 attracting in their career. What blessings is Group 3 attracting in their career? What blessings is Group 3 attracting in their career, Spirit? What blessings is Group 3 attracting in their career? What blessings is Group 3 attracting in their career, Spirit? That's one so significance of Group 3. One so significance of Group 3. Alright, let's find out. So these will be your months of significance, which we'll take a look at later on. So the cards that we have for you are Candle, you will be shown the way. Camel, persevere and you will overcome problems. Flag, do not be tempted to lower your standards. Sun, happiness and well-being. Harp, great happiness. And Fan, romance, celebration, party. So these are all really, really good messages for you today, Group 3. The most important message right now is do not give up. No matter what it is that you're facing in your career right now, based on where you are or what's going on with you, things might be different for each one of you who've chosen this group today. This is such a beautiful message over here with the camel, that if you do not give up and if you keep soldiering on, just take it one day at a time. Whatever these problems are, no matter how big or small, you will conquer them. Alright, you will rise above all these tribulations that you're currently facing. It's almost as if, you're persevering and then there's this victory flag that you will be waving at the end of it. What you are attracting in your career is so much radiance, so much positivity, so much growth, so much happiness. I mean, if you look at the sun, it's light. There's no escaping it, right? It's the source that fuels us and so many other things for that matter. You can really soak in it, and I mean, I can just keep going on about it because, oh wow, so Spirit just pointed this out. If you compare the flame of a candle and then the sun, a candle can light up a room. The sun can light up the whole planet. Right? I mean, even if not the whole planet, based on the hemispheres or whatever, but you know what it is that I'm talking about. This is where you are right now. You're a candle. I mean, this is your flame right now. But you have all that it takes to grow into the sun. All you have to do is keep at it. A very specific message that I heard for you, Group 3, now is not the time to quit. In fact, it's interesting that we have a candle over here and then fan, and you know how if you fan the flames, the fire just keeps getting stronger and stronger. So that's basically what the case is with you guys. I love how the candle card over here says you will be shown the way. So let's say that if right now you're at a crossroads in your career, you don't know what it is that you should be doing next, or even if you should be doing what it is that you're currently doing, at the right time, you will get the right guidance, whether it's through some reading you see online, whether it is through some personal consultation that you take, or whether it's through some download that you get, or some person whom you really respect, someone older to you, comes and gives you this golden advice. No matter what the source of the guidance is, you will get clarity regarding what you should be doing. And I also love how we have great happiness over here, because this tells me that even if right now you've been feeling very down and broken in regards to your career, you're not really happy with where you are, know for a fact that all of that is about to change in the future. You will be so happy doing what you're doing. In fact, there will be so much joy and so much positivity around you, so much of abundance and prosperity and all those things. Wow, so I'm getting so many downloads for this group. There are a lot of you right now who have a lot of dreams with regards to traveling and partying, and maybe there are lots of things on your bucket list, but right now you do not have the resources to do all of that. So know for a fact, group 3, that that's about to change too. Because in your future, there is fun, there is celebration, there's going out and doing things that you like, ticking off all the items in your bucket list, staying out late, doing you, with no worries about where will the money come from. For all, I mean, I have so many wishes, but who's going to fund these wishes of mine? Where will I get the money to do that? You know, my courage is not going to get me a world tour, right? So where do I get the money for it? And that's basically your message. Things will work out for you, provided you do not give up midway. And it happens, and I'm sure most of you would have seen those illustrations online wherein someone's digging and digging and digging, and then they get tired, and so they, walk away, and they don't even know that they were just this much away from hitting the treasure chest. And that's basically what I see happening for you. In fact, when it says over here, do not be tempted to lower your standards, this can be anything, especially if you're a freelancer and maybe you're not getting too much work right now. But this does not mean that you need to slash your prices in order to attract clientele, because, I mean, whatever prices it is that you've set for yourself, you obviously must have thought something behind it, right? I mean, you know what it is that you are offering. And how much of it you're offering and the quality of it and all those things. So you do not have to lower your standards out of desperation, maybe. So don't do that. And then the second, more general message over here is that don't quit whatever it is that you're doing, even though it's difficult, and settle for something less, something more ordinary, something more common, maybe something that's perhaps the norm in your society or in your family, just because you haven't achieved the kind of success you were hoping to by now. Because like I said, you are on the right path. Let's look at some months of significance for you. So we have April and we have February. All right. So if you're watching this reading in October, then the period of February 2023 to April 2023 will particularly be very fruitful and very abundant for you. This breakthrough in your career that we've been channeling from these cards might happen between these 2 months, or in February or in April. Also notice how after these cold winds of February, all these flowers are blossoming in April. And this again is very reminiscent of your journey. Right now, you're not seeing the results. It's so cold and you're just, just making your way through all of that snow. But you are being led to the fruits of your labor. So keep going. All right, let's take a look at your dice now, group 3. And then we'll take a look at your tarot cards. What blessings is group 3 attacking in the career? What blessings is group 3 attacking in the career? One of the first important messages over here is that you are now entering into a very fruitful and favorable time period for you. For those of you who have ever had astrology consultations done, or even if you've had tarot readings done, like, okay, why am I going that far? We just saw how the period between February to April is going to be very fruitful for you, right? So in general, all of you who've chosen this pile today are entering a phase in your life, a particular timeline that is going to be very prosperous for you in terms of your career. In fact, it'll be within these, whatever this timeline is, whether it's a few months or whether it's a few years, whatever this is where your journey will go from being a candle to the sun. That's when it'll happen. Lots of new opportunities coming your way for sure. Lots of obstacles are being cleared out. New doors are opening for you. This is a time to take calculated risks. Do not lower your standards. Don't give up. Use your mind a little bit. Use some of that shrewdness. See how you can maneuver your way around the problem instead of making a U-turn. You are attracting change, you are attracting stability, you are attracting growth. A lot of you are also attracting a very important connection, whether this is someone you'll be collaborating with, someone you'll be working with, someone who might offer you a job. You are getting all of these blessings because of your good karma. The scale is shifting in your favor. So let's say that right now, you might think that I'm putting in so much effort, I should have been the sun by now, but I'm just still just a candle. Well, first of all, you're not just a candle, because like I said, a candle has the power to light up. Even if it's a big dark room, it can light it up. So do not sell yourself short, which is something that the flag card was also telling you. Now things are getting in balance. You will get rewards equivalent to the hard work that you're putting in, if that is something that if that was one of your problem areas in the past. This fountain of prosperity, fountain of emotional satisfaction and material satisfaction is what I see happening for you. You will be under the spotlight. So whether it is more people taking notice of you at your workplace, more people taking notice of your work, if you're a business owner or a freelancer, someone spotting you, your talent, and giving you an employment opportunity if you're unemployed, recruiters noticing you and the work that you're doing, if you're a student and getting a very good placement. I see all of that happening for you. There is this is a destined shift. And with the abacus over here, I think spirit needed all the things to, like all the horses in one line. Something just had to be in complete order before this change could have been enrolled in your life. And now when all those things are in order and you are energetically aligned to this abundant time in your life, so now is when they are rolling in the good times for you over here. And maybe that is why when you were trying so hard but you weren't getting the kind of results earlier, is because the timing wasn't favoring you back then, but it will now. All right, now let's take a look at your tarot cards, and first we will ask about the students in this group today. Spirit, what blessings of students in group 3 attracting their career? So we have the 6 of Cups. Blessing of students in group 3 attracting their career. 8 of Wands. All right. So we have the 6 of Cups and the 8 of Wands for the students. The one thing that I really love with the 6 of Cups and the 8 of Wands is that most of the students, in fact, all of the students, I would say today in this group, you guys are going to excel at something that you really love. And I think it was all a matter of the right guidance, someone giving you that golden piece of advice. It's most likely going to come through a very casual conversation that you're having, but then you're getting those pearls of wisdom from that conversation. Can be someone who's older than you, who gives you the right kind of advice, who helps you shape your dream into a more feasible form, something that's more doable, something that's not just an abstract idea. And there is growth for sure. In fact, we have 8 over here. The month of August might be important. I can see that the students in this group will not have to compromise. The students in this group will not have to do something or study something that they don't like just to keep other people happy, because thankfully with the 6 of Cups and 8 of Wands, you guys come from a family or from a friend circle or a community in general who's very supportive and who's very positive. They'll be happy in your growth. They will not try to pull you down. They will not try to dictate your actions. If anything, if they can see that you're like a little lost puppy, they will try to guide you. And maybe with candle and the fact that it says you will be shown the way, for the students, it might be, I'm hearing it might be a job fair. And at that job fair, you might meet someone who introduces you to something which you think like, oh my gosh, where was this thing my whole life? And so you decide to make a career out of that thing. If you feel like you don't get the kind of marks that you deserve, or the kind of recognition that you deserve or the kind of appreciation that you deserve from your teachers, that is about to change as well for you. Okay, now let's ask about the people who currently have a job and are working somewhere. What blessings are the people currently have a job and are taking their career? We have the Four of Pentacles. What blessings are the people currently have a job and are taking their career? I saw the Wheel of Fortune flip once, and now we have the Emperor. And bottom of the deck for you is the King of Pentacles. So those of you who currently have a job, from the Four of Pentacles to the Emperor, and the fact that we saw that glimpse of the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, guys, I think that is a confirmation in itself that your prosperous time is starting now, because of which, even though you were putting in a lot of hard work in your job, but you were always, let's say, in the background and not really getting as much as importance or attention as you deserved, you will suddenly be under the spotlight. People will not be able to stop talking about you. In fact, even the top guns in your company, the CEO, the CFO, and the country head, and whoever, all of those people will be in line to work with you. And it sounds very corny, but it is true. That is basically what I see happening over here. And most importantly, with the Four of Pentacles and the Emperor, if right now the kind of money that you're making, most of it goes away and you're barely left with anything, and then you have to be very, very careful about where you spend the remaining amount of it till the time your next salary gets credited, that is about to change too. Because the Emperor, I mean, this is the Emperor. He's got enough. He doesn't have to worry about spending here and there because he has supplies in abundance. So that too is where your energy is shifting. So for sure, there's going to be a huge, huge growth in your salary, in your compensation, in your perks, and in your benefits. Let me see what else. If there are currently people in your company who gossip about you, or who just in general don't like you for absolutely no reason, like no good reason, you will be getting protection from those people. Them or their evil eye or their jealousy will not be able to harm you. In fact, I feel like Group 3, your ancestors are helping you out a lot in your career at this point. Those of you who have a job. All right, now let's see about the ones who are unemployed right now. We have the Eight of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Pentacles. So for sure, you're not going to remain unemployed for a very long time now. In fact, with the Knight of Swords over here, this is about to shift very, very soon. You might not even have to wait till February. Most of you, it's going to happen before that. The only thing is, with the Eight of Swords over here, you need to get out of your head a little bit. All right? Don't think that you're not good enough. Don't think that you are not job material. Don't think that nobody will take a chance on you, because that's not going to happen. Don't think that you're not capable. Don't think you don't have what it takes, because you do. Another message is with the Knight of Swords, whatever this job is, it might be of a nature that requires you to travel a lot. So you might be like a traveling salesman or something. That might be the kind of work that you get. You might have to relocate because of this job. It might be so good that you might find it difficult to believe. You might find it difficult to accept the offer, because you think that how can such a nice thing be happening with me, considering the fact especially that I've been sitting at home for such a long time. Get out of your head. Do not assume. Do not think that, like I said, you're not worthy of it, because you are. Your good time is starting. That is why you're getting this wonderful, wonderful opportunity over here. It's lining up with you. It's like you'll finally be able to catch up to the bike and sit on it and then vroom off into a good future for yourself. Only your ego, your mind, and your fears can get in your way. So make sure that that does not happen. And now let's ask about the ones who are freelancers and business owners. Spirit, what blessings are the freelancers and business owners? We have the Nine of Cups. And we have the Eight of Cups. And bottom of the deck for you is the Fool. Interesting. So obviously with the Nine of Cups over here, my freelancers and business owners, it's almost as if, and it makes sense because, oh, okay. So it does say, do not be tempted to lower your standards. You might be tempted right now to leave what it is that you're doing and look for some other source of income or something else that you can do. Now, if you want to, of course you can. If you want to explore other options, nobody is stopping you. But I think the message for you over here is that whatever it is that you're currently doing, there is going to be a positive shift in that as well. So I think you need to be a bit more patient with yourself. And instead of getting disheartened and leaving all of that you've built and all the hard work that you've put in search of other things, just know for a fact with the Nine of Cups over here that the seeds that you've sown will sprout. And look at this, it's this treasure chest over here. I think this was the group, right, for which I was giving the example of the illustration wherein you keep on digging and you stop and you don't even know that you were just this far away from the treasure chest. And look at this, the Nine of Cups over here does have a little treasure chest over here. So for sure, group 3, you're very, very close. The freelancers and business owners, you're very close to a breakthrough. This is not the time to give up. This is not the time to turn your back towards all the effort that you've put in. This is your time to persevere. This is your time to keep at it and know that times are changing for you. With the energy of the Fool over here, a lot of freshness, new clientele, new growth, new opportunities, and perhaps that energy of falling in love with what it is that you do all over again. I see all of that coming to you. And definitely enough resources to do what it is that you please. Oh, this is also takes me back to the message that I had channeled for you guys, that there are tons of things on your bucket list, but maybe not enough resources right now. So for sure with the Nine of Cups, that is about to change too. You will have enough resources to fulfill not just your wishes, but also cater to the wishes of your loved ones. Alright, so these are all the messages that I have for you right now, group 3. If this reading resonated with you, you can connect with me for a personal reading. If you are new to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe and make sure to follow me on Instagram for more tarot readings. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.